Alright. Gonna give this a go. Hey all, so today we are going to be discussing the Virtual Boy 2.0 that Nintendo recently announced. I know I'm a little bit behind on actually discussing this guy, but I'm here finally. So yeah, Labo VR, probably the best way for Nintendo to do VR, to be honest, when you're talking about 360p per eye experience. Obviously, they can, through the fine art of combinations, you can get about 2/3 back of the 720p of the portable. So maybe 480 experience, which isn't too bad. Let's be honest, it won't be that bad an experience, and with Nintendo and the way they do things, it probably will actually look better than other companies would. So that's fine. That's completely fine in my opinion. But it's going to have its own issues. Of course, it's going to have its own issues. I mean, it's VR. From Nintendo on the Labo device. So why don't we hop over to the Labo page and we can have a quick look. So the games you've got the Wind Flapper, which is interesting. You've got the Blaster, which I think most people are going to be playing. You've got the Elephant for drawing. You can just play it as a normal device, which makes me wonder if games are all going to gain a VR capability. If so, Zelda VR will be quite entertaining. You can play as the bird. You've got the camera. And yeah, that's the default set. You can buy it as the starter pack for I think $40, so it's probably going to be about 35 quid in the UK, with the 2 expansion packs, which will bring it up to the $80 or 60 quid of the main kit. So you don't end up paying more in buying less. So that's pretty neat. And I suspect that either they will instantly release it with connections to the other 3 Toy-Con packages, or thanks to the beautiful wonders of the Toy-Con garage, we're probably going to have a way of dealing with it that way. So what did I want to have a look at next? I want to have a look at what the games are. So on the side of the box art here, we can actually see what you get to do with these different devices. So the camera, I'm kind of disappointed. I was hoping it would actually use the IR camera, but that doesn't mean that we can't do that through Toy-Con Garage. It's got you taking pictures of fish. Yay. I'm guessing you can rotate to change the focus, and then just snap away to capture your pictures of fish, and you'll get points on how many fish you got in the picture and other things. Nintendo, you could have talked to the Pokemon company and made this Pokemon Snap. Oh well, maybe one of us can do that via the Toy-Con Garage. I don't really know though if this will introduce models and other stuff for us. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. The Elephant lets you draw. That's right. You get to make yourself look like an elephant and just draw pictures. Yay! I have no idea how limited this is going to be, because you can clearly stretch out. You can clearly move up and down. I don't see any evidence of this giving rotational ability for you to go sort of left and right. So you definitely can do that, and you can do that. So to have that kind of motion means you must have some depth with what you're drawing. So that could be very interesting. And you can obviously rotate around this way. So I suspect you can produce interesting 3D art. Because I only think that this is going to have rotational tracking but not location tracking, that means that you'll just be able to pivot around a single space, and if you take a step forward or a step back, you won't move. You'll still be in that same space. we've got the bird, which looks like it's either just going to be a base experience of flying around as a bird, or it could potentially be a flying racing game, or there could be both. I'm kind of hoping that it's got sort of a flying racing as well as flying experience. The gun, the blaster, you're shooting alien bugs out of the sky. I don't think we expected anything different. And the wind flapper, you're basically looks like you're playing as some kind of saucer. So I suspect you're probably needing to flap to make it fly and spin and move, and you're probably trying to like land in like particular locations and that kind of stuff. In addition to that, as I said, we can use it in this format, and I'm very intrigued as to see what will be there. And I think you can just use it as a normal headset where you're like looking at alien cartoon drawings. Concerns about this: holding this against your head, you're going to get left with the cardboard marks, unless, as it looks like here, the plastic is the only part touching you. And still you're going to get left with red marks. This does not look comfortable. This looks pretty hard. It doesn't look spongy. If the cardboard is touching your head, no matter who you are, you're going to sweat a tiny weeny bit, and this over time will start to absorb all of that lovely sweat and get fragile and weakened and not be that great. Same, your hands all over these things, you're going to naturally produce your wonderful acids, but that's the same problem with all of the Toy-Cons, so that's a different matter. Holding this stuff up, I mean, it's not going to be that heavy, but over long timings, long gaming sessions, you're not going to play it for very long. I don't think you're going to play this at all for very long, to be honest. This is going to be the kind of thing where you pick up, you play for 5 minutes, and you put back down and you go off and do something else. The next problem I have with this is it's very evidential. I can't adjust the lens widths, I can't adjust the depth of the lenses. As a glasses wearing person, what this potentially means is that this won't work for me, because I might not be able to wear my glasses when I put the headset on, and without my glasses I cannot see. And if I can't adjust the lenses, I can't make it so that I can see, and so alas, I lose out. My current VR headset that I've currently got actually lets me adjust all of this stuff, and I can actually see using it, which is really cool. Also, the headset is designed, this is a VR headset for the phone, but I can take off the front plate and I can use the camera in the VR mode, which actually means that I can see the real world in a different way, which is pretty interesting and cool. That's not going to happen here. So Nintendo might be actually reducing its potential market if glasses don't fit into that gap, which it doesn't look like they're going to. So yeah, that's it on my thoughts on this. I think some of the games are going to be pretty cool, and I really hope that it will work for me. I will be picking this up to experience, and I might successfully get some friends over to also play around with it and film their reactions and get those up on the channel. So comment below. Let us know what your thoughts are. Are you going to be going out and buying this? Are you just buying the starter kit? Are you buying the full pack? Do you plan to get the expansions at some point if you're just buying the starter kit? What other games do you hope will gain VR capabilities? I, for one, I'm hoping Mario Kart does, and I hope that Zelda has something in it. I'm not expecting much there, but Mario Kart deserves it. It would be great as a Mario Kart experience. If you like this discussion, give us a like. If you didn't, give us a dislike. If you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell to keep up to date with our videos. Every Tuesday we have a new Let's Play. The discussions and reviews at the moment are going out sporadically until I am able to produce them on a regular enough basis, at which point I will be targeting probably Fridays for those. Yeah, that's all. So until next time, cheers.